Hello and welcome to Elk Grove High School Gymnasium as we're getting set to tip off girls volleyball between the Elk Grove Grenadiers and the Rolling Meadows Mustangs. I'm Gabe Newman.
And I am Bob Vilsoe. I've been on the broadcast a couple times. You guys might know me. I'm the Harper College women's volleyball coach, and I always love doing these broadcasts. Thanks for having me.
Bob, Elk Grove is 0-2 and 4-11 overall. Rolling Meadows is 8-16 overall. Two very different programs coming into this. What do you expect to see today?
Well, Rolling Meadows 8-6 overall is a very strong team, and they're 2-0 on their half of the MSL conference. Elk Grove is 0-2 on their half, and then 4-11 overall, like you said. So, I feel like going into this, it looks to be one of those one-sided games. We don't want that to be the case. We would like to see Elk Grove do really well, but they're going to be up against it. Rolling Meadows is a very strong team, a very good offense, good passing team. Elk Grove is, I think the bottom line, they don't have as many club players.
How important is club volleyball?
Yeah, that's a great question. For those of you, especially 8th grade, 7th grade, freshmen, when you play club volleyball, you're playing volleyball 3 months during the season in your high school, but then another 7 months, 4 to 7 months with the club. So by the end of your 4 years, you can either have played, 12 months of volleyball by playing high school only, or 42 months of volleyball, 7 months times 4 plus the 3, months times 4 years. So there's a huge difference between club players and not. And coaches in high school know this. So when two players are fighting for a job as freshmen and one is a club player and one isn't a club player, usually the freshman club player gets the job because they know that the player is going to continue on to play club. So the more club players you can get, the better off your high school team is going to be generally.
Tara Braceros is a teacher at Buffalo Grove. She is the head coach for EG, and for the Mustangs, Katie Nickel, as we are about ready to start here in Elk Grove.
I like the Elk Grove jerseys this time. They've got the yellow numbers that we can see. They've got another set of yellow jerseys, like when they play soccer, and the yellow numbers are really hard to see. So I like these jerseys. Rolling Meadows for us is on the near side. And we've got a terrific reffing. She's like a who's who in volleyball, Joni Fezzle. So don't count on there being any bad calls today. And if there are, don't say anything. She's a wonderful ref. She probably saw it right. So there won't be any red cards, yellow cards. There won't be any issues with the ref today. I wish she would ref our college games. So in the East, Hersey, Prospect, and Rolling Meadows are all 2-0. And then in the East, Elk Grove, Wheeling are both 0-2, and Buffalo Grove is 0-4. On the other side of things, Fremd is 4-0, Barrington is 2-0, and I think they are playing each other tonight at Barrington.
It's going to be Maddie Zera for the Mustangs to get us underway with the serve. And that's recepted by Kuishan. Get back over. And that hit over by number 7. And that is out off of Elk Grove. And the first point of the night goes to the Mustangs.
Yeah, it was just an unsuccessful dig on that, went out of bounds. Nice serve by Zera.
Zera again with the serve.
The wicked serve.
It's going to be too many touches on Elk Grove's side of things. 2-0 starting early.
Yeah, this is going to be tough on Elk Grove. She's got a wonderful serve. So first you have to pass it after just having warmed up. And then they got to get some kind of a hit that goes down on the court. Otherwise, this serve is just going to keep at them.
That one's at the libero, Kuishan. Good communication early. That's hit over. And enough for now with Mustangs. Hit over, and Kuishan was unable to get to that one.
A nice smash in the middle. That's not real diggable. Into the corner. That was Linnea Fano with the hit. Set up by Zera. That's what I'm talking about. If the ball doesn't come back with some oomph on it, Rolling Meadows is going to smash another one.
Another wicked serve. As this one, good save by the Mustangs. Smash back over. Dug by number 5. And Kuishan dumped over. It's going to be one more time for Lucy Poofdunk.
Yeah, and she put that one away with some authority, that's for sure. So Rolling Meadows taking it to Elk Grove early. Strong serving, and it doesn't look like Zara is going to miss her serve. So Elk Grove is going to have to earn their point. This Rolling Meadows team, good defense and a powerful offense. There's an ace.
An ace for Maddie Zara, and it is 5-0 Mustangs in game 1.
Yeah, if I'm them, I'm going to continue to serve. They're serving into the corner. Number 5 on the Elk Grove team. Emma Gomez having a little trouble with that serve. This is a top-notch serve, though. So Elk Grove is going to have to figure out what they need to align differently on serve receive just to get the pass up, let alone a set and then a hit. And then when they finally get out of this rotation, they're going to see this rotation 6 times later in the game. So they've got, they're up against it right now to 0-5.
So, Bob, tell me a little bit about how your season at Harper's going so far.
How this season is going. We started out the season ranked number 8, then we went to number 10. Now we're others receiving votes. And we beat the number 3 team 3 matches straight. That was Central Lakes. It started out the year great. The number 2 team, Minnesota State, we lost to them in 5 sets. So we're up there with the national teams at the moment.
We've got a great program over there. Zara.
Oh, she chucked it out of bounds. So the timeout from Tara Braceros worked. You see Miles Worth walking toward us here. He was on the men's team here at Elk Grove last couple of years and now is a team manager at Harper College. Does a great job in their practices. Excellent setter.
Huishen serves it into the net.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do after you finally won a point, right? Give it away easily. Then Poofunk with that smash from the outside back to serve. Another good, strong server.
That one out. Julia Mesnika tried to aim for that corner, was unable to get it there.
Yeah, I'm thinking her softball arm overthrew the base. Very good softball player.
That one's recepted. And back over, nice dig. Tipped over.
Here's where Elk Grove has to take advantage. They have to play defense on the tip. You're going to have to hit it.
Mesnika tipped it over. That one's blocked. Recepted by the Grenadiers. Kuishan hits it over. And that one's going to be spiked. It's going to be controlled. Mesnika, and that's going to be another Meadows point.
Yeah, that ball went out of bounds clearly. Lucy Poofont plays very nice back row. Perfect form on that pass. Keeps the arm parallel to the ground, just lifts up. There's no way that's going to be an overpass. Whatever club she's at, it's taught her well.
It's 8-1 so far in favor of Meadows. There's that one recepted. Kuishan, that's tipped over.
Oh, wow. The referee called a lift on that. And it's Elk Grove's ball. Looked like a little bit of a pinball game on this side of the net.
It's going to be Amanda Kazuski. Going to be serving it for Elk Grove.
So she's the other setter, so it looks like they're running a 6-2.
That's dumped over and out of bounds.
Yeah, another pass off the court. Elk Grove having troubles keeping the ball on their side in the court.
Going to be Sarah Buchholz.
Sophomore.
Ooh,
left-handed sophomore. We like left-handed volleyball players.
Why is that?
So few of them. You want to have a left-handed setter. They set up on the right side of the court so they can use their strong hand to hit it. And then they are good right side hitters because it's easier to have your hand on the inside of the court when you swing. So you see right-handers on the left side of the court and left-handers on the right side of the court.
That serve went nowhere from Buchholz.
Must be because she's left-handed, right? With a 10-3 lead, Rolling Meadows has over Elk Grove.
Mesnika. Nice reception. And that's going to be tipped over. And a little miscommunication by Yevtik.
Yeah, I like the serve from Mesnika, though. It's got some power on it. So the more that Mesnika hits, the better off Elk Grove is going to be, whether it's from serving or the front row somewhere. Another good serve.
Nice reception. That's going to be spiked over, and Mesnika was unable to get to it.
What a play, though. Terrific pass from Pufant, as we said before. She's got terrific form on her passing. She's clearly a 6-rotation player. And then Charlotte Errico with the smash in the middle on the quick set.
Zielinski with the serve. And that
coming this way.
Dug by the libero. And
we almost had a player under the bench on this one.
Lucy Pufant tried to save that, and it only went into the stands.
Yeah, there's two kinds of hustle. There's the kind of hustle that you make it look like, hey, coach, I'm hustling, right? Diving after the ball. And then there's real hustle, which is what we just saw there. Man, she gave it everything she had to get to that ball. 11-5 now.
Thought she was going to come crashing into us.
Yeah.
And that is long and out.
Another missed serve for Elk Grove.
Riley Matos.
Yeah, if they want to get back into this game, they have to do certain things, and those certain things are at least serve it in, hit it in, don't hit it out, keep the passes on your side. Let Rolling Meadows hit a few into the net perhaps, but push them.
What's the stoppage here?
I don't know. They are making a substitution. Finally let them in. So Jasmine Nitu to serve. Senior from Rolling Meadows, defensive specialist, can hit. And an ace.
That one, an ace. Mesnika just too far behind it.
Yeah, it just landed right in front of her. It was a really nice serve, float to it. Just kind of died right in front of Mesnika and hit the ground. Nice serve again. Very good serve here.
Nitu, that one's into the net.
You know, I've been known to jinx servers in the past.
So the commentator's curse.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
13-6 in favor of the Mustangs in set number 1.
Well, and it's more than that, too. It's a 13-6 lead, and they are playing very well.
Annabelle Sanchez, lefty serve. That one's tipped over by number 11, Charlotte Errico, out of bounds.
Probably should have just jumped on that play instead. She let it drop a little bit and just tried to tip it and mistipped it, went out. And we like this left-handed server, Annabelle Sanchez. Crooked pass.
Unsuccessful dig by Gabby Zielinski.
Sometimes a left-handed server confuses other teams because they don't usually practice against left-handed servers. So as much as Elk Grove started out behind in this game, clearly they're catching up, just 4 points behind, and they have to be pretty happy about the way things are going last few points.
3 straight serves have gone the way of Elk Grove. One was recepted by the Meadows libero. And a block saved by Quishan. One more time for the Mustangs.
I like the power that Lucy Pufant is putting on those swings.
And finally, the Mustangs are back with the serve.
Now, it might have been smarter for Annabelle Sanchez to continue to keep the ball away from Rolling Meadows libero, who just chucked it into the bottom of that net.
Jelena Yevtik.
Okay, down just 4.
14-10 advantage for the Mustangs. that serve goes into the net from Lauren Brunn.
I think that's like Elk Grove's, third missed serve. They're down by 5. So you almost feel like if Elk Grove could just correct their serving, they're right in this game against a very, very strong Rolling Meadows team. It's kind of encouraging.
Emma Gomez subs in for Brunn.
Now here's the trouble, though. This is 6 rotations later. Remember earlier in the game, 5-0 lead.
And this one's whistled dead.
Well, she served it for the whistle, so it was never whistled for it being in play. But here, down by 5, second time around through the rotations.
One intercepted by Matos. And a nice block from
Fano on the block.
Fano got tall and gives her team a 6-point lead.
What I do like, though, is Maznika gave it a ride. She hit it hard. It's no tip, no roll. She went to hit it hard. Yes, it was a good block, but you're not going to get out of this game by tipping. You got to hit it. Now, that's outside the antenna. That's not going to work.
What do you mean by outside the antenna?
Yeah, the serve went outside the antenna. There's a boundary line on each side of the court, and the antenna is above it. So when the set goes beyond the antenna, you have to hit the ball between the antennas back into the court. So if the set goes outside the antenna, it makes it very, very difficult for the hitter to hit it at quite an angle to get it back onto the court. Now, if you put the set inside the antenna, the whole court is available to be hit into by the hitter. So that set, when it goes outside the antenna and almost to the referee, it's just a real bad angle for the outside hitter to have to hit it in. So that 14-10 lead is now extended to 17-10 with the very first rotation again. That rotation where Zara serving has been deadly. They've scored, 8 points now in that rotation? So 8 of the 17, 8 of the 17 points have come from this one single rotation. So that's what Elk Grove has to decide. How do they get out of this rotation? Then they are actually maybe even quite possibly outplaying Rolling Meadows in the other 5 rotations.
Sarah to serve. And Keyshawn tried to save it, but...
Yeah, Rolling Meadows has to think about moving Emma Gomez out of that serving location, serve receiving location, maybe move the libero over, 2-person serve receive, back somebody up. It's a tough serve.
That one tipped over. And nice job to dig that one. And that's going to be another Meadows point.
Yeah, the second ball was mishandled on the Elk Grove side. Another nice cut from Lucy Poufant from Rolling Meadows, making it 19-10.
Meadows on a 5-point run.
Yeah.
That one dumped over. Good job by the Grenadiers to save that. And spiked over by number 21. That's Lena Fano.
What a nice combination from Addie Zara to Linnea Fano. Setter to middle. That ball was scalded. There's probably a crater on the other side of the floor over there after that hit.
That's intercepted by Matos, but too low for the Grenadiers to do anything about it, 21-10.
Yeah, and that's the 11th point out of this rotation?
Absolutely deadly.
Oh, she finally missed. I didn't think she was ever going to miss. 11 serves in a row for her, then she finally missed. So she's serving over 90% in just the first set. 12 serves, I think she's had. Terrific job serving there. But boy, did I like that middle smash. Do that a few more times.
Completion, that's going to be tipped over, and too much to deal with for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, off speed from Lucy Poufant into the middle of the court. After the smashes she's had, it's hard to defend against.
Lucy Poufant now serving.
Okay, it's a good pass from Elk Grove. And tipped into the proverbial zone 4, we call it.
Excuse me. Can you guys move what we're trying to see? Thank you.
So Amanda Kazuski back to serve. the other setter on the Elk Grove team.
Grenadiers finally stopped that long Mustang run. Easy reception. Here comes a spike and a block by number 15. That's going to be Ella Duckman.
Ella Duckman, not real tall, made a nice block against Nicole Demova, one of Rolling Meadows' strong hitters. Got to give her credit.
Krzyzewski. And another block, this time out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a pretty unstoppable setter to middle. Zara DeFano, what a terrific combination.
It's going to be Sarah Buckholtz now serving. Lefty serve goes into the net.
She missed it last time too. This gives Elk Grove a little bit of hope, right? Down 14-23. Maznika to serve. And keep it away from the Rolling Meadows libero.
Maznika waiting for the go-ahead. 23-14 Mustangs. That one is too long.
Too bad. That softball arm got her again. A little bit long. You have to be aggressive, though. You can't just lollipop the serve in and think that's going to work either.
And Mustangs are on game point.
Yep, Gabby Zielinski with the serve. Nice float, hard float, too.
And the Grenadiers keep it alive here as
Claudia Buklowski with a nice quick set in the middle on the Elk Grove side. Again, something else to give Elk Grove some encouragement. Well set up play, good hit, strong hit. Even though there's a blocker in the way, she tooled the block, got the point, and there's a big old smile on the bench over there.
Riley Matos' serve goes into the net, and that will do it for set number one.
A 25-15 win from Rolling Meadows. But that one rotation was where most of those points came from. So Elk Grove, in the 3 minutes they have before the next game starts, you have to think about what can they do in that one rotation to slow Rolling Meadows down. You got to make sure they got three passers back there who are good, right? And then hit the ball, don't tip it. Rolling Meadows is too strong of a defensive team. And then, you might want to say you don't have to change a whole lot. I mean, Rolling Meadows is a strong team. Elk Grove played well. Obviously, maybe we'd like to see Claudia Buklowski with a few more hits, right? Continue to set Maznika, continue to hit it hard, don't tip it. So if I'm Elk Grove, maybe you'd say you don't have to change a whole lot. You just got to find a way to stop that one rotation, and starts with a pass there.
Yeah, for the Mustangs, Maddie Zara was a force to be reckoned with in that rotation.
Boy, yeah, Rolling Meadows, not enough good words to say just about for everybody. Zara, a terrific setter with a fantastic serve, and boy, does she have an unusually strong connection with Elena Fano in the middle right there. I mean, there's a couple of craters that Fano got to hit off of that set. And I get the feeling that they can do a lot more than just quick sets in the middle, 31, slides, other types of sets to get around the opponent's middle block. And then there's Charlotte Erico. You have another terrific middle to deal with. And I think we only saw her hit maybe once, since she had that one tip that went out of bounds. So if this game were to get extended and Rolling Meadows had to play a little bit more defense, I mean, I can see how their middles would just come alive. Rolling Meadows is on the upper half of the standings. They're 2-0, and there's a lot of talent over there. I can see them doing really well against some of the really top teams. I guess that would be Hersey. That was one of the 2-0 teams. Prospect. I saw Prospect and Schaumburg play each other. Schaumburg beat them just by a couple points. So Rolling Meadows might be able to catch up to Prospect. Hersey is, has been winning for like the last 17 or 18 years, so that'll be a tough one to catch up to. But it looks like there's a lot of talent here. Well-coached group.
Well, Bob, I'll give you this. You're a volleyball insider. I've got a lot of insight into Elk Grove. I run a sports podcast, and they here at Elk Grove. It's called Grenadier Sidelines. On Spotify, you search up the Grenadier Network, you find it. And my goal is to at least give some insight into every sport at Elk Grove this year. So I'm working on the girls' sports now. I cover football extensively, and then soccer, and then golf is the only other one I have a forte in. Everything else is kind of a blur. And so, as this second set is about to start, I'm working on giving some insight into sports like volleyball and girls golf, girls swim and dive, and stuff like that. So you got to plug your Harper team, and rightly so. That's my plug for the day.
1-to-1 on the plugs, right? Nice pass.
That one is tipped over. Nice dig by Grove. Tip back over. And a nice tip from
Mia Stefanovic with a nice tip into that proverbial zone 4 again. On defense, what I like to do is move the libero up to that 10-foot line, so it takes that little zone tip zone 4 away, and then forces them to hit into the deep corner. Rolling Meadows not making that adjustment, and so it's 2 kills for Elk Grove into that zone 4 spot. And then another good block from Mia Stefanovic. So Mia has gotten 2 points in a row here for Elk Grove. So a very different start. They were down 5-0 in the first game. They're ahead 2-0 in this game.
Stefanovic was not her name wasn't said too much in game number 1. The smash, and that one's into the net. The Grenadiers have a 3-0 lead to start game number 2.
So that's the trick. You'd have to pick serving at the beginning of the game. Whoever picks serve wins points, right? So game 3, if there is a game 3, whoever wins the coin flip, pick serve.
That one dumped over.
Yeah, an easy dig for Elk Grove. Oh, she's going to call a double hit on that spinny set.
And the Mustangs have their first point of game number 2. Early substitution.
Here's that initial rotation again. Zara to serve, already down 1-3. Looks like the same passers on the other side of the net for Elk Grove, so this could have the same results. Now this is where Elk Grove, they have to get out of this rotation right away and try to beat Rolling Meadows in the other 5 rotations.
Had some success
it's a tall
against
order.
Those other 5, have had absolutely no success against this rotation, with Zara serving as we await the go-ahead from the referees.
Yeah, the down judge is looking at the scorebook, probably a substitution issue that's going on. They'll get that sorted out and we'll be on our way.
Zara, wicked serve, and nothing the Grenadiers can do about it.
Yeah, Emma Gomez is struggling on this serve. I'd slide the libero over, move somebody back, make some adjustment on this serve-receive location. Zara probably will continue to serve cross-court. Right to the libero instead. I guess I was wrong, huh?
Christian dug that out. It's going to be a smash from number 7, Lucy Poufant.
Well, this is the downside of not having line judges. That ball was pretty clearly touched on the way out of bounds, blocked by, I think, number 10 in the middle of Stefanovic, but referees didn't see it. Flies out of bounds, Elk Grove ball.
And that's blocked by Claudia
Buklowski. Yeah, good block. Elk Grove Middle's getting it done this game. As a result, 5-2 lead.
Quishan on the serve, and that's too long. Lucy Poufant, who has had some success so far serving. Not been as prolific as Zara.
Oh, but she's got a fantastic serve. Great forms, hard float, jump. She's a good player here.
5-3 Grenadiers early in game number 2.
Now she'll probably serve right up the middle, right at Emma, and hopefully Emma makes a good pass.
And another conversation between the down judge and the desk. What do you think the issue could be?
Well, it has something to do with the scorebook. From here, you can't tell. But maybe the rotations got written down wrong. Maybe the book forgot which team was serving first. It's something in the scorebook isn't matching what's happening on the court, and the referee just has to square it away. That's all right. We get to stay here longer then as a result. Both teams huddling in the middle, talking about what they're going to do after the game probably.
Making plans.
Right. Which restaurant they're going to.
This is a lengthy delay.
That scorebook's tricky.
I know any scorebook is tricky enough.
Yeah, the volleyball one, for whatever reason, they've made it complicated.
It took me years and years to learn the baseball one. He's receptive well. Outside the poles, nice job. Can be smashed and unable to come up with it is Annabelle Sanchez.
Yeah, Rolling Meadows had a tandem called where they ran the middle on a fake, and then Demova came in for a 2-ball right behind that and put it back into the far corner. I guess it would be the near corner, the center corner anyway. Nice play from Rolling Meadows on that free ball. Now down 1.
Poufant. That one recepted and smashed over out of bounds. Too long from Claudia Baklowski.
What I do like about that though is she's swinging at it. She's not trying to tip it. She's just hitting it hard, and that's, maybe you can tool the block, but unfortunately went out of bounds.
Meadows on a 2-point run.
High score now, yeah.
Quishan hits it over. One tipped, and unable to dig it is Annabelle Sanchez.
Yeah, the set was tight out by the antenna, kind of where you want it. Demova had options. She could hit it, she could tip it. Anything she wanted to do, was able to beat the defender on that play. So Meadows found its new strong rotation.
And another good serve from Lucy Poufant. And
so 4 straight points and a timeout. Probably a good, wise timeout. Got to figure out how to pass their way out of this mess, is Elk Grove's predicament. So 5-7, another good server. They do have Mesnika in the front row, I think it is. So I think if I'm them, I try to set it up, get the ball out to the antenna, and let her do her best at hammering it off a block, getting the ball back, and maybe you're only down 1 point. But now that's two rotations at Rolling Meadows is really taking it to Elk Grove.
It was a 3-0 start in game number 2 for the Grenadiers. Since then, 7-2 in favor of the Mustangs.
And just a bit of a shout out to Jelena Jevtek, the libero at Rolling Meadows. Again, I don't know her background or history or where she played club, but the passes she's come up with have been absolutely terrific. The ball is deep. She gets back behind it, lifts appropriately. She doesn't swing, gets to zone 6. She's just doing an outstanding job on defense for Rolling Meadows.
Poufant. It's going to be dug by Poufant. And now the smash over the net is into the net from Nicole Demova.
Yeah, that set was off the net a bit, and maybe just didn't get under it, jumped a little sideways perhaps, and didn't connect into the net. So now the other setter, Amanda Kazuski for Elk Grove, down just 1 point, just like they wrote it up in the timeout, right?
That one smashed in front of Kazuski.
That time a back one from Linnea Fano. Terrific set from Maddie Zera. Those two work well together. Maybe not a crater that time, but really an undiggable hit.
Karolina Dabrowski on the spike. Lefty serve. And Quishan unable to handle that one.
Yeah, Buchholz with the left-handed serve finally got it over and got an ace. You can see what the coach likes in her. Another ace.
2 straight aces for Buchholz.
She's young, just a sophomore, lefty, good serve.
That one just about.
And good defense on top of that, dumped by the setter.
And that smashed home by Lucy Poufant.
From the back row.
Another big run for the Mustangs.
Yeah, got to give a lot of credit to Sarah Buchholz on that serve. She got the dump up from Amanda Kazuski, made a great pass to the setter, and a back row attack did the rest of the job.
And that one
still alive.
Hit the net and finally dead. 12-6 Mustangs.
So another rotation that Rolling Meadows is able to score points on. One by one, Rolling Meadows is adding a lot of points every rotation.
Gets down low to save that one. Tipped over. Good job by the Mustangs to save that. And nice block, dig, and it's an Elk Grove point.
Mesnika's down ball met a blocker in the front row. Usually when you see a down ball coming at you, you want to stay on the ground. So maybe the Rolling Meadows blockers probably should not have jumped and then gone ahead and dug that down ball. But whatever, hit the block, got deflected, and Elk Grove with the point. Now just down 5.
Nice job by the 5 of the Mustangs. Punched over. And a smash. Poufant is there.
Terrific back row player. Hammered in the middle.
Block. Meadows stays with it. Dumped over. Mesnika. Kazuski. Hammered over. Libro is there. And Poufant smash again. Another dig by Kazuski. This is a rally and a half, and finally the point goes to Meadows.
Which is a shame. There was a player in the net from Elk Grove. What a great rally for both teams. A couple of back row smashes from Poufant. It's nice to see Dabrowski on the court.
Gabby Zielinski to serve. And tipped. Right, Mustangs got to hit it over.
Yeah, that didn't make it. Nicole Demova hit it into the top of the net.
13-8. Here comes the Elk Grove serve. Saves it. Smashed home by Poufant.
I like these 10 balls from the back row. Poufant really has it nailed. The setter Zara setting it right at the 10-foot line where it should be, not behind it, not too far back. And Poufant is just hammering everything she has on behind that volleyball, and just Elk Grove has almost no chance on those back row attacks.
If it was Zara in game number 1, it's been Poufant, the story in game number 2.
Yeah, well put.
2. Smashed over. Dig by Zielinski. And another Mustangs point.
Yeah, Charlotte Errico with that smash. Another great one-ball set from Zara. Terrific setter. Errico with the smash. It looked like she was off the wrong foot. I wonder if she does that a lot, but boy, that was well hammered into that far corner.
Me2 off the top of the net.
That's a strong serve from Me2 as well.
Quishan saves that one. Hits the ceiling. One's going to be spiked over by Poufant. Quishan dives to make the stop and dig it out. And this one tipped by number 11, Charlotte Errico. And despite a very good rally, and Maya Quishan getting dirty on that one, it still goes to the Mustangs, and we're going to have a timeout here.
Yeah, Elk Grove hung in there on that rally. I felt like they hit a lot of free balls back over, Rolling Meadows. It was fun to see what free ball plays they were going to run, you know, what trick they're going to give Elk Grove next. But Elk Grove hung in there on defense, kept bringing it up, had to give away free balls. But that's how you got to start getting good, right? You dig from the other team, you get it back over on the net, you play a little defense. All of a sudden, next thing you know, you have a hit. You're down 8 points here, but boy, Rolling Meadows, you got to hand it to them. Everybody on that team is contributing well. I'm enamored with the libero. She's doing an absolutely terrific job. Jelena Jevtik, And then Poufant in the back row is like a vacuum cleaner, and then hammers those 10 balls. Both middles, Fano and Erica, are terrific, and of course Zara was just doing a wonderful job setting.
I like how you put that, like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, Hoover vacuum cleaner, right? We'll have to nickname her to something. Just terrific defense over there. Now, how do you break down that defense? Okay, Elk Grove needs to be able to bring the ball up, get a set to a hitter who can also smash it back. Elk Grove has probably rolled or tipped a few too many. Maybe they needed to, but that's how you got to get the upper hand, by hitting it. Here's a good pass. It's a good start.
Smashed over into the net.
Yeah, see, there's the hit they needed, but it has to go, has to cross the net. That was Lauren Brunn.
So Elk Grove has put together a couple nice rallies, but overall it's been all Meadows. And that one.
Yeah, and the two got a little overconfident, smashed it a little bit too hard, and you can only hit it so hard low over the net and make it still land in bounds. So serve went out, Elk Grove's ball down 8.
Let's see if the Grenadiers can put something together.
I like this Annabelle Sanchez, lefty right side. It's a nice left-handed serve. She'll probably go right up the middle with it. Yep.
Sanchez.
Good pass.
Spike. And an attempted dig by Sanchez.
This Lucy Poufant, I don't know anything about her. Other than she's a sophomore, and she's this good already as a sophomore. So if Rolling Meadows has good setting after Zara graduates, look out.
Very strong. Definitely. That one. Now, Sanchez tried to smash it over, and then at the last second, just hit it into the net. They go right back to Sanchez. That one's an ace.
Jelena Jevtek with another ace.
20-9 Mustangs. Meadows 5 points away from closing this one out.
This is when you put a little sign on the back of her. This kid can play. Good liberos can change the complexion of the game, and this Jelena Jevtek is just that. She's unassuming, right? But every pass she makes, it's perfect. These serves are strong, getting aces on top of it. And purple shoes to match the school colors, right? Another terrific serve.
One dumped over.
One-handed dig that time, but it did come up.
One blocked. Mustangs hold on. Another block and another dig. This time it's the Grenadiers' turn. Tipped it over. And an attempted tip. It's going to be Elk Grove's point.
Zara tried to tip it over, and Elk Grove was wise to the move and blocked it right back. And for once, Rolling Meadows was unable to cover it. But in the meantime, after those serves from Jevtek, 21-10 lead. Elk Grove's Lauren Brunn back to try to serve to catch up. Long way to go.
Here comes the smash, and Quishon unable to dig it out.
This Poufant is absolutely the real deal. Look for her to be a real leader in the conference this year and the next two. Pick your college carefully. You're good.
Consider Harper.
Yeah. Well, she's got a long ways to go before she's got to make her college selection, but she's going to have lots of opportunities from where they sit.
Here's Zara, who was the story of game one. One off the ceiling. Elk Grove just has to dump it over, and a little miscommunication between the libero and Jasmine Nitu.
Yeah, I've been teased now. Jevtek and Nitu, I have to take everything, all the good stuff I've said about you two back. It landed between you. I think that was Jevtek's ball, and just there was a communication goof. Perfect pass. Boom.
Spike. And Quishon unable to handle it. It's such a tough ball to handle.
This kind of reminds me of a Tinker to Evans to Chance kind of a thing, right? Jevtek to Zara to Fano.
Now, is it common for a team to go right at the libero? Because that seems like what Meadows is doing.
Well, is it common? No, you try to leave the libero alone because usually they're the best defender on the team.
One's dug by Quishon. Tipped over by Mesnika. And that's another tip. Nice dig. One more time. Ebro tipped over. It's going to be an Elk Grove point.
Yeah, the setter was in the net on that play, trying to tee it up for the middle hitter on that tight pass. Unfortunately, it looks like touched the net. As nicely, set up play on that tight pass. It's well coached. If it's tight like that, just one hand, reach up, tee it up, let the middle come through and hit it, and that's what they tried to do, but unfortunately it hit the net.
An 11-point advantage for the Mustangs.
Back set, we got
Tipped over.
Back set, we got to see Dabrowski with a hit. Dabrowski is her older sister, Veronica Dabrowski, Dr. Veronica Dabrowski.
Mustangs 1 point away from improving to 3-0 in the conference. The Grenadiers 1 point away from falling to 0-3. That one intercepted, dumped over. Here comes the tip. A little off-speed action there. That's Nika, and that will keep the Grenadiers alive for now.
Again, the hit is what kept him in it, and Dabrowski blocking it, just got tooled on the play. Nothing much you can do about it. She's above the net, pretty high, good block, good form on the block, just got the side of her hands tooled. Now we are at game point. We has Nika to serve. So who's going to get the last swing for Rolling Meadows?
I'd put my money on Lucy Poufant.
She's back row. We'll see if they do that.
That one intercepted over. Nice dig. That one tipped over, and that will do it. The Rolling Meadows Mustangs come into Elk Grove and absolutely wipe the floor with the Grenadiers in 2 sets. Not even close both times. And that is going to do it. Your final score, Mustangs 2, Elk Grove nothing. Bob, it was a pleasure.
It was. Thank you for having me. Executive producer Ross Rowe, director Scott Meyernick, audio Debbie Dennison and Joey Santowski. Thanks very much. This has been a pleasure to be here. It's a good, fun match, and we'll see you next time.
All right, that'll do it for here. 2-0 final score. Take care, everyone.